1903, on the plains of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, this history began. In the granddaddy of all modern planes, the Wright brothers won immortality by sustaining flight in a heavier-than-air flying machine. There is no fuss or ceremony, no cheering crowds. The motors sputter and catch, weights drop, the ship catapults off the ground into the air for the first flight on record. Since then, aviation history is written in a never-fading book of records.
Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, December 17th, 1903.
4 times they flew that day. First, Orville. Time, 12 seconds. Distance, 120 feet. Then Wilbur. 12 seconds, 175 feet.
Orville again. 15 seconds. A flight of 200 feet. Wilbur at the controls once more. Up and away for 59 seconds, 852 feet. Then, in the moment of victory, a trick of fate.
Shortly after the 4th flight on the 17th, a gust of wind caught the flyer and turned it over, damaging it beyond immediate repair.
Amos Root, publisher of the magazine Gleanings in Bee Culture, drove nearly 200 miles from Medina, Ohio, to witness this flight. The 9th of November, Wilbur completed almost 4 circles of the prairie, 2 3/4 miles in 5 minutes.
They called it the Flyer 3. It was their first fully practical airplane.
With the Flyer 3, they learned to circle and bank and turn. Finally, on the 5th of October, Wilbur made the longest flight of the year. 24 1/5 miles in 39 minutes, 23 4/5 seconds. Wilbur was all but idolized in France. He broke the world's endurance record. This publicity didn't go unnoticed at the White House. The man who believed in the big stick wanted to be sure it had wings. The Wrights sold the Army its first airplane for $30,000. Frank Lahm, the celebrated balloon pilot, was the observer. And it had to pass a speed test of 40 miles per hour on a cross-country course. In addition, Signal Corps Airplane Number 1 had to be capable of wagon transport.
Contact.
The Wrights continued to develop the Huffman Prairie site.
Bidding farewell to his mother, Charles Lindbergh climbed aboard the Spirit of St. Louis, the plane he helped design. At 7:52 a.m., Lindbergh set off from Roosevelt Field on Long Island, New York. His goal to fly across the Atlantic. Lindbergh, dubbed the Lone Eagle, successfully piloted the first solo transatlantic flight, arriving in Paris in 33.5 hours.
July 2nd, 1937. 7,000 miles of empty ocean stand between Amelia Earhart and her bold attempt to be the first to fly around the world, following the equator. She and her navigator Fred Noonan take off from Lae, New Guinea for Howland Island, a speck of sand in the middle of the Pacific.
1933, a famous Lockheed, the Winnie Mae, carrying a famous flyer, comes home from a solo flight around the world. What an achievement for Wiley Post. First man to fly around the world alone, and first to fly around the world twice, both times in a Lockheed.